So it seems that an old favourite is going to be returning to Disney's Hollywood Studios, but we'll discuss it all up next. Hi there Waltoneers, I'm Jack. This is DSNY Newscast. Go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel. And before we get into all of the Toy Story Land goodness for today, we've got to talk about Galaxy's Edge very quickly. As Disney have finally confirmed the information that we've been stating on DSNY Newscast for a long time now, regarding the openings of the new lands. As Disney have released this amazing video revealing that Disneyland's version of Galaxy's Edge will open in the summer of 2019, which if you watch DSNY Newscast, we've known this for a while, as Disney CEO Bob Iger confirmed this last year at D23 Expo that one of the new lands would be open before the next D23 Expo in August of 2019. But bigger news here is that Disney have now confirmed that Walt Disney World is running slightly behind and will open in late fall of 2019 instead, which could mean that it could open as late as the end of November at the very latest. And whilst we're talking about Star Wars, just a very quick reminder, as this Sunday, Disney will be revealing new details at the Galactic Nights Imagineering Panel event. And I might be posting the usual Tuesday newscast on the Monday instead, so that I can cover any breaking news that potentially will happen on that Sunday night event. So be on the lookout for an earlier newscast if that happens. But now let's get right into why you clicked on this video, and that's the Toy Story Land news. As we can now finally confirm that the Mr. Potato Head audio animatronic is officially coming back to Disney's Hollywood Studios, as we can see it confirmed by Imagineering in this clip here.
Mr. Potato Head is coming back to Toy Story Land. He is returning to Toy Story Mania. All of our guests got to see him, love him and being there in the queue. And what's really fun is he's actually arrived at site, so we're putting all of our finishing touches on him so that you guys get to see him next month.
Now this is a pretty big deal, as the Mr. Potato Head animatronic was removed way back in December of 2015, when preparations were being made for the third track installation for Toy Story Mania at that park. But it's said that this new Mr. Potato Head animatronic is going to be an enhanced and fine-tuned version of that animatronic figure, so that all of those unfortunate malfunctions will hopefully subside. But that's not all, as we've also received some brand new aerial photos courtesy of BioReconstruct over on Twitter that show us the level of progress being made all around the land, as we can see that the theming is finally being implemented for the brand new Toy Story Mania attraction and the expanded queue area for that attraction as well. But in my opinion, it's a lot better with this new entrance than that of Pixar Place, and it's the kind of entrance that this attraction should have had all along. However, we don't know the location of where the Mr. Potato Head animatronic will surface within the queue, as these extra indoor queue buildings could easily house the new AA figure. And with this view here, we can also see the new exit path for the attraction. But on the other side of Toy Story Land, we can now see that the signage has finally been installed for alien swirling saucers, which does mean that the Buzz Lightyear statue should be installed fairly shortly. And in addition to all of this, I'm going to put a link down below in the description box to John's video from Big Fat Panda, as he was lucky enough to get a walking tour of the new land yesterday, and so he's created a video with his first impressions of Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios, which I highly recommend going and checking out. But that's not all in the way of Pixar news, as we've also received some brand new details about Pixar Pier coming to Disney California Adventure. As first of all, Disney have released this great promotional advert for the newly reimagined Pixar Pier, which shows us some pretty awesome shots of the Incredicoaster's new effects within the screen tubes. And on a side note, we've also had it confirmed that there will be a special end sequence for the Incredicoaster, which will surprise guests before re-entering the load and unload platform. But in addition to all of this, we've also now learnt the official names for all of the Pixar neighbourhoods on the pier, with this first section being called Incredibles Park. Then the next section right next to it will be called Toy Story Boardwalk, as it transitions from the 1960s modern style of The Incredibles to the traditional boardwalk theming. Then on from there, this area is being referred to as Pixar Promenade. But the most exciting is this area at the very end, which is now to be known as Inside Out Headquarters. which will feature an attraction that looks to be very similar to Flick's Flyers from A Bug's Land once that land closes later this summer. However, all we know at the moment is that this section of Inside Out headquarters will open later on. And that's not the only Pixar Pier news, as we also have this first look at the debut of the Edna Mode character in the Disney parks for the very first time, which will also be coming to Walt Disney World for the incredible summer offering over in Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom, which is currently being transformed at the moment. And lastly for today, just a very small update regarding the Disney-Fox deal that is meant to officially take place very soon, as Comcast have stated that they're readying for an all-cash bid for the 21st Century Fox assets, with this bid being more than the price that Disney had previously agreed with Fox back in December. However, Disney CEO Bob Iger has stated recently his confidence in the Disney-Fox deal completing on schedule. But now, it's over to you, the Waltoniers. I would like to know which Pixar character from all of the different Pixar movies would you love to see get the Disney park meet and greet treatment, like Edna from The Incredibles has just recently, that has never been available in Disney parks before. And of course, don't forget to put the timestamp for where the hidden Mickey appeared, along with your suggestion or your comment, to be in with a chance to win this brand new official Waltonier pin, as these new enamel pins will be replacing the old DSNY Newscast pin as the pin which is available to win with the Waltonier question of every video. And so congratulations to Anthony for winning with this suggestion from the previous video, where we were talking all about the rumoured new additions coming to the Magic Kingdom. And so that's it for today's video, so go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel, hit that notification icon so that you always receive an update, and if you've enjoyed today's video, give this video a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.